What did you like to do on the weekend? Did you give them the full weekend off?
No, they trained on Saturday. Guys, so yeah, sort of normal build-up, a week out or so from a game.
Last year, some teams struggled in coming off a bye, some teams went quite well. How are you confident that they'll be able to slot straight back into playing games again?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been some pretty wild weather going about. Did you alter training at all to accommodate for that? Would you do anything?
Well, that would depend on the actual exact session. So we haven't had any issues with it so far. We've actually trained in really good conditions, but tonight might be a bit different. We'll assess that when we see what it's like when we crank up.
Do you believe having a week off is an advantage against Carlton this weekend?
It's good for us in terms of our preparation. Where 11-day break is a pretty good break. It's not too long. We feel as though our preparation is really good. It's, the players talking today feeling good, so it's good for us. Whether it's an advantage or not, I wouldn't think so. Carlton will be well prepared and ready to go. Every week you're preparing. Some weeks it's 8 weeks, some weeks 7, some weeks 6-day breaks. It's I don't think it's a massive thing. You adjust your training loads in a minor way. Every week you adjust them according to what games you're coming off. Play a Sunday game, what you do on Monday and Tuesday is a lot different than if you play a Saturday game, and the same for a Friday game. So, just preparations as normal.
Carlton have a pretty decent record over here, and they've got their backs to the wall at the moment. Do you expect to get their best shot on Thursday?
I would expect they'll come over to give it their best shot. That would be my gut feel. Don't know what makes me think that, but fair chance. Regardless of a record over here and coming off whatever, we want to play teams at their best, because we're kidding ourselves if we only want to measure ourselves against teams not at their best. So you end up where you deserve at the end of the year. If that's by beating the best teams in the competition regularly, then you're a real good chance in the finals, and that's what we've got to show.
Yeah, logjam at the top of the ladder at the moment. Is that something that you look at?
Not at this point. Still way too early. It's people's opinions on the ladder have changed drastically in the last 6 weeks from what they were assuming at about the 5-week mark of the year to what they're talking about now has changed, and it will change again in another 5 or 6 weeks.
The guys who played WAFL on the weekend, are they a chance to come in this week, given it's a Thursday game they played Saturday or yesterday? Yeah, they all played limited time, so I think the most any of those guys that are in the real hunt for selection played was 80 minutes on the weekend. So the WAFL clubs are really good in accommodating us on that request. You're at Basso, are you watching Ashton Ham specifically?
Not specifically, Murray Newman as well. I was keen to watch Murray and, having a look at those two.
Has Tom Swift done enough to maybe keep his place?
Yeah, absolutely. He played really well again on the weekend and contributed really well against Brisbane.
Is there anyone else who'd be seriously pressing for selection?
Well, yeah, those guys that played on the weekend, Sam Butler's available. He didn't play on the weekend, but our program was to have him available for this game. Ashton Hams, he played, didn't he? But Kobe Stevens in really good touch. He's pushing up. Ash Smith played on the weekend, so it's good to see him starting to put his name back up there. And Mitch Brown was very, very good again.
How's playing Wilson?
Yeah, he's got a fractured ankle, so surgery today, and from what I know, about a 10 to 12 week recovery period.
John, Andrew Demetrio flagged or said there would probably be 2 buys next year, having just come off one. What do you think of that decision if it goes ahead?
Yeah, I'm not fussed either way. We had 2 last year. That worked well. 1 this year, I think that'll work well. So, it's more the issue of where you play in round 1 or in the finals. Where do they spread the season out? Do they start it earlier or does it go into October? That's a bit of a fixturing issue from what I gather the AFL's always had, but really nothing that'll affect us.